I want y'all to listen to this case, and I'm going to tell you the parts of the case that I don't believe.
New tonight, a family is grateful, terrified, and determined to spread the word about a horrifying ordeal.
The family dog attacked their 2-year-old daughter, causing her to need hundreds of stitches. WR's Carly Haynes joining us now with their message to other families. Carly, a few of the pictures in this story are hard to look at. We should point out the toddler's going to be okay. That's the good news.
Yes, tonight the toddler is out of the hospital after being there for about 6 days. So she has healed up significantly, but those scary moments are still fresh.
There's some pictures behind you. Yes.
Pictures of a happy toddler fill this Raleigh home. But last Thursday, her smile was taken from her.
I was terrified.
It's hard for Kimberly Kruger to process again. She watched as her 2-year-old daughter Kennedy fell onto their family dog and left with a bite across half her face.
You know, you really think that it can't happen to you. It's never going to happen to me.
So, I don't believe that. They said that the 2-year-old fell onto the dog. And I just think it's rare for a 2-year-old to somehow fall onto a dog. Okay, and was the dog asleep? I think it's rare for a sleeping dog to have a 2-year-old fall on it and it wakes up and latches on to the 2-year-old's face. I would think that if it was asleep, it would be startled, and that's it. I don't believe that. But who's going to argue? Who's going to say otherwise? The mother was the only witness, I guess. And I hate to do stuff I hate to be suspicious of things like this, but this is what I deal with. In a lot of cases, it sounds unbelievable. And in some cases, the adults were found to be lying.
I was terrified.
It's hard for Kimberly Kruger to process again. She watched as her 2-year-old daughter Kennedy fell onto their family dog and left with a bite across half her face.
You know, you really think that it can't happen to you. It's never going to happen to me. My dog's never bit anybody. My dog's never done anything wrong.
Kruger rushed Kennedy to...
Dog's never done anything wrong. Never bit anybody. Is that the way she would look at it? If the 2-year-old fell onto the dog, wouldn't she give the dog a pass? Wouldn't you look at it like, hey, you know, it's not a violent dog. It only did that because she fell on it. It was like a reaction. That's not how she's responding to it. She's responding as if it was a genuine attack, which is what I believe it was. It wasn't a freak accident like that. Oh, she just fell onto the dog and the dog reacted by attacking her face. Don't believe that.
Happened to me. My dog's never bit anybody. My dog's never done anything wrong.
Kruger rushed Kennedy to the hospital, where she got surgery and nearly 200 stitches.
But I'll count my blessings because it could have been her throat, or it could have been her eyes, or something much, much worse.
But Kruger feels another pain. The dog she had for years now sits at an animal shelter in quarantine, waiting to be rehomed.
They're about to rehome it. No matter how you look at it, it just mutilated a 2-year-old's face, and it's about to be rehomed. Now, we don't know what happened. But what if she made this up? And this was a genuine attack, unprovoked as always, which is what I believe it was. It's that easy to have the dog sent to somebody else's home.
I feel bad for both of them. Neither of them deserve what's happening to them.
Feel bad for both of them. There's nothing happening to the dog. It's still enjoying free food, water, and shelter. She feels bad for the dog, even though her daughter sustained serious facial damage that will likely be permanent.
Deserve what's happening to them right now.
No warning signs, no history, only a hope that her toddler and her dog will be okay.
And I wouldn't wish this on anybody.
I don't believe that.
And the family is waiting to see how things progress, and if there's any permanent nerve damage, it's possible that toddler will need even more.
I believe this was yet another unprovoked attack, and I believe they told the police that the 2-year-old fell onto the dog so that the dog will live and will be rehomed. I believe this was yet another sacrifice where the primary concern was the dog. After the attack, the primary concern was the dog, which is why I believe they lied for the dog, did the dog a favor after the attack. Sacrifice.